guys, it's a brand new day in the trading market, and we are going to make it happen today. Welcome to our live stream, January 19th, 2022. My name is Chris, and I'll be your live trader for the day. We thank you for taking time to view this live stream. We know you've got many options when it comes to live stream. So thank you again for joining, and we've got a very exciting day today in the market. Let's just check real quick to see what's going on. Let me get all my monitors in place here and move some stuff around. Create a little bit of space here for myself. Alrighty. So here we go, guys. Another fabulous day trading the NASDAQ 100. Market's up 81 points. My name is Chris, and we're going to be looking at what is happening today. Hello again. Thank you for joining. So, what do we have? We had a big sell-off in the market this morning. I hope you guys took advantage of that, because that was actually a very nice reversal. We've had a V-shaped market. So the market went up, and then it just went down, went up a little bit to about right here, hit that level, just went right back down, hit that level, and then roared to the upside. And right now it is at the point of control right there. Look at that. How wonderful. So this thing just came all the way down right there, hit the bottom, and boom, just reversed. Made an about face and reversed. Let's take a look at the overnight bias, because that's one thing I always look at when trading the market. Algo caught the... hey, good afternoon, Shield. Thanks for joining. So we just got started, and we're looking at overnight bias right now. What happened with volume overnight? So volume overnight didn't reach the 5-day average. It almost reached it right here, but it didn't exceed it. So even though my algo caught this trade way early in the morning, this is what, like 2:15 in the morning, I'm not up at that time, guys, trading this. You know, this is just, this algorithm here is programmed to capture very subtle movements with the price volatility profile of the underlying instrument. In this case, it caught the move precisely right at 2:15 in the morning, and boom, got you out right there. Not bad. Around what, 5:15 in the morning? And since then it fired off short, and sure enough, boom, the market did go down. So the overall bias seems to be to the short side today. We'll see how this plays out. All right, so going into the live trade platform here, and this first algorithm right here caught the short, caught it about 2 bars early right there, got you out right there. This one caught it right on time right there, caught you out there, and this one caught it a few bars early and got you out right there. Let's look at the other 4 here. This specific algo right here, guys, captures very short fluctuations in the cycle of the data structure. So, and this has been quite active this morning. Boom, 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 boom. So far, now this strategy right here has done quite well. Performance on that is right at about $10,000 this morning. It's taken 5 trades. It's been 100% accurate today. So very good, and it fired a short right now as well. So then you've got this one here. This is also capturing different phases of the cycle, but the amplitude on this is tweaked a little bit different than this one right here. So, and you can tell just by visually looking at it as well. Okay, this just fired off a short signal there as well. This fired off a long signal, and it's still on the long side right there so far. And this one here has had two long signals, a long signal there and a short signal to the downside, and another long signal. That's what I meant right there. All right, so this is about to fizzle out right there as well to the upside. Let's look at our range bars. Wow, look at that, guys. Major move to the upside. Big, big. Wow. I really hope you guys made money if you guys were trading this morning on your own accounts with your own setups. This was a very clear winner right there. Remember yesterday when I said whenever this EUO line just goes above this little threshold right here within the dashed lines, the market goes into a trend, and sure enough, look at that. Pow, right there. Trend ended right there. Over with. That's it. Upside is over on that right there. This indicator, this filter here also caught it very nicely as well. Boom, right there. The end. You could not have gone wrong on that trade. Super nice. All right. And these are designed to capture more short-term variations in the cycle. That's why they kind of cut off right there. Right there. These are cycle indicators. These are more for longer-term cycles in the data structure. That's how they're set up, just in case you're wondering. So anyway, let's take a look at what's happening here. This trade here is still open, still open, still open. And let's see here. Yeah. And I am waiting. That's what I'm doing. Let's look at that 5 minute again. Wow, look at that. Yep. Beautiful. This has got no lag whatsoever. He had the cross right there, which was almost very close to the top, and got you out. This has been a very accurate strategy, so has this one today. Boom, right there. So there's all kinds of news going on today, guys. All sorts of news in the market. I don't know what you guys follow in the morning before the start of your trade day, but it's my habit. I normally read my morning brief. I look at it, I digest it, and that kind of gives me an idea of what market sentiment is like in the morning. There was this whole talk about a rebound-minded bias in the morning, and I don't think that worked out very good. There's a lot of people got crushed. They got crushed right here. They thought there was going to be a rebound as soon as the market opened right there, and boom, it did an about face and came down and crushed everybody else. And I think the bias was really because everybody was looking at the fact that the NASDAQ composite had closed below its 200-day moving average yesterday, and it's already down about 10% from its November closing high. So when people were looking at that, they were really expecting a rebound today at the open, and everybody got caught in a bear trap and probably lost a bunch of money. I also read that early fourth quarter earning reports haven't really been as robust as most people expected. Everybody has this fixation right now on rising rates, and everybody, there's all these companies out there, they're complaining about higher compensation expenses weighing in on growth. So it's not like these companies don't make enough money, right? I mean, they're making a ton of money, yet they don't want to pay up. They don't want to pay their employees more. So they're complaining about that. So yeah, you've got some mixed headlines out there right now. You've got more positive ones and negative ones, but they're mixed. And I think that's just created some uncertainty in the market. Also, this COVID variant that is going around right now isn't helping either, guys. It's just not. You got all sorts of chaos going around in Europe right now with that, as well as here in the U.S. I just got a letter from my kid's school yesterday that 36 kids were infected with COVID. So, of course, as a parent, that greatly concerns me, just as any other parent would be concerned. And there's all sorts of chatter on nextdoor.com and all these sites about what to do about that. So, yeah. Then you've got high inflation, high gas prices, and empty shelves at the store. So there's a lot of craziness going on. So this sell-off this morning absolutely did not surprise me at all. So remember, guys, whenever the market runs up the way it did, the way it has already today, like this, sells off and then it runs up. What happens then? What happens is it starts going sideways. It just starts going sideways, starts bouncing around, right? And so, you can't really jump into trades like this until you actually have, a solid direction as to which way this thing is going to move. And right now it's just hovering around the point of control right there. It's not really doing anything at all. So I shall wait. Wow, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And look, you don't really have any tight ranges between the 126 support level and the 348 level up here. This range is showing that you still have up to 322 before it changes bars. So very likely it could go to that price. It's just not a trade I would take myself. I may limit the amount of talking I do today, guys, just simply because my throat's a little bit sore. I just hope I'm not coming down with anything. So I took a bunch of pills this morning to try to boost me up, and we'll see if that helps. Also, another just a quick announcement. We still have about 12 minutes for bar change, so I'll just leave this screen up for now since I'm not expecting any movement on the 15-minute chart. I'm hoping, the announcement is, I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be here on time to launch my platform at 12:30 Eastern Time. I've got a very important appointment I need to attend tomorrow at the consulate at 8 a.m. and I'm hoping that I'll be in and out quick by 10 a.m. in order for me to make it back here on time and set up and get everything ready. So anyway, if you see me go live tomorrow, if you get the notification, that means it's all good. But you know, if you don't get it exactly at 12:30, that means I'm just a bit delayed. It's tomorrow, Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. All right. Yeah, hopefully I'll be in and out quick from my appointment. This is also a really robust filter here as well. If this thing already turned over, that means the upside has pretty much fizzled out already. The end. It's just a matter of time right now before we get signals on this, and that'll give me confidence for directional bias. Yeah, this is fizzling out right there. Sorry, guys. Also, if you guys ever hear me use the term amplitude, what I'm referring to with that is that it is the size of the cycle swing. That's what the amplitude is, okay? Now, it's usually expressed as half the difference between the peak value and the minimum value of the cycle function. So that's what amplitude is. So I tend to mention that a lot. So I just wanted to give you some color as to what the definition of that is. Yes, to answer your question, the signal will come by way of the 15-minute chart. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll look at the 5-minute and then reference the 1-minute to see where the oscillation is in the market, to see whether it's already completed its turn, or because there's a lot of movement within each of these 15-minute bars, as you can imagine. And sometimes the cycle will be at a high point where there's going to be a little downturn in the 1 minute, and so I'll reference that as a point of reference to see where that is in the cycle. But you can't see it because I've only got so much real estate available on these charts right here to display certain things. So I've got that on a separate workspace that I monitor. I've got 5 different screens with stuff all over them with different things I look at, right? And so the 1 minute is definitely a chart that takes up half the workspace, half the size of the screen, because there's a bunch of bars in it, as you can imagine. So I don't display it just simply because it's a very noisy chart. And I certainly would never want someone to take a trade off the 1 minute just by looking at that chart alone. So yes, I do reference it prior to making my choice, my decision as to whether or not to enter the trade. So yeah, hope that helps. All right, so the question is if I think the market's going to go to 15.1 or bounce back to 15.3. For questions like that, I like referring to the COT report here. And for those of you guys who are on TradeStation, this is available on TradeStation. This is a standard indicator from TradeStation that's on their directory of indicators that are available there. So yeah, as you can see yesterday, we had that little box right here, if you remember, and that went right through it. It just, it bounced, went up, came back down, and then it went right through it. And so if I think it's going to go down, I think it still has a little bit more downside to go based on these filters that I've got right here. Okay. And I'm not talking intraday now, okay, guys? I'm talking in the days ahead. So today the market could do anything. It can go up and down all day. So, but in the next several days, what I'm expecting based on this daily chart I've got here is more downside. More downside at least till this filter gets to this point right here. Or this filter gets to this point right here. So yeah, there's perceivably more downside in the market, and that's what I'm expecting, more downside. Unless there's a change in this filter or this filter, and I monitor this on a daily basis. Just to kind of give me an idea of what directional bias is. Just overall. And this filter has been extremely accurate. Look at this right there. Boom, caught that upside. Pow, upside was over right there. Caught this downside right here. Pow, right there. Look at that. Beautiful, right? So, and that's what this does. It captures very short cyclic swings in the market, unlike this one, captures the longer amplitude swings. Right here, you see? Boom, and that ended right there. Okay. So every day I'm going to look at this and I'll know exactly what the bias is in the market, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. And right now we're not in a trend. We are not in a trending market like you had here. Okay, and this right here was between October and November, of last year. We're not in that market right now. We're definitely not in that type of market. Right now we're in a cyclic market. It's just going up and down, and it broke through that 150 thing here that I had. So yeah, we'll look at this on a daily basis to give you a very good feel of where this is going. Yeah, it may go all the way down to 14,466, and that would be awesome if it went down to 14,466. I personally would love to see it go down to 0. Alright, so let's look at that 5-minute again. Yeah, it's just, look, bouncing around right here, guys. It's just doing nothing. This is where most traders get chopped up and lose money when the market starts going sideways, because rather than getting in down here, they get in like right here, because they were too scared to get into the market here, because most of them are trading discretionarily. And if you're trading discretionarily, you're prone to making all types of errors in your decision-making process. So most guys will get in like right here rather than here, and then they get chopped up, they get whipsawed right here, they get out right here, and then they start crying because it went up here and here. So yeah, this is just an area of pain, and it's not where I want to take a trade. All right. Let's look at those range bars again. Oh yeah, look at this. Sideways trading right there. Boom, it just hit the top right there. All right. So yeah, this looks like it's coming down right there. Super nice. But it's got to bounce around. And it's going to go into the point of, it's going to go into consolidation very, very, very soon. I can see it on another chart here. And when it goes into consolidation, it's just going to start going sideways. Also remember, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, at least here in New York. And 1 o'clock in the afternoon, guys, you know what's happening right now? I'll tell you what's happening right now, because I used to work at a Wall Street firm right down the street from where I live. Everyone's out at Morton's or Delmonico enjoying a nice fat steak from all the money they made today in this big run to the upside. That's where everyone's at right now. Enjoying a nice lunch. So all these guys are out away from their trade desk, and all you have left are retail traders who are trying to make $1 trading the NASDAQ. And they're all caught in this sideways trap right here, right now. So anyway, 102. We just had a new bar change 2 minutes ago. I missed it. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, this is going to be a scratch right here. As soon as this goes up, this trade's going to be over. And this trade is pretty much over here to the upside as well, with this crossing here. Very nice trade right here this morning. Did any of you guys take this short? I'm curious to know. Did any of you guys jump on this and write it all the way down this morning? This was a real easy trade to take, guys, right here. Much easier than the reversal, you know, but I thought this was a simple trade to take today. Did you short that from 15,312 today? Boy, if you shorted this from 312 all the way down, you definitely made good money. Good money, if that's what you're saying. Oh, you're saying it's not going to pass 312. Yeah, it looks like it's stuck right there. It's just going sideways. You know, when you just look at this bounce around, I like looking at the 5-minute because that tells me where I'm at on the point of control. And I'm right there on it. Look at that. That's been going sideways. And this is about to go into consolidation any moment now. Any little puke to the downside, it's just going to go into consolidation for a while. So are you saying that you're short at 280? Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Cool. Thanks. I like hearing what other people are doing. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, keep an eye on this. It's about to turn white, and as soon as it turns white, it's going to go into consolidation. Yeah, that's it for the upside. Maybe. Let's look. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to go into consolidation, and it'll just go sideways. Yeah, that lunchtime hour is not a good time to trade. Between 1 and 2 o'clock, it's a slow time to trade. Everybody's out to lunch. See, look, I told you. The bar just turned white. It's going into consolidation. It's trying to go into that mode right there, right now. Yeah, this is really important, guys, because when you know it's going into consolidation into chop zone, at least for me, I do not go into trades. This here is where you're going to lose money when the market starts going sideways and it starts getting really super choppy. One thing I do recommend you guys to do is to find a good brief that you can read in the morning, that is, that kind of covers what's going on in the futures market, and gives you a very good perspective of what market sentiment is like in the morning. I've been doing that for years, and it seems to work really well, because you understand what market sentiment is going into the day, and it just gives you a little bit more color and insight, I think. All right, so this theme definitely is going into consolidation. You see the bar right there. Ha! Look at that. Yeah. This is one of the most accurate consolidation studies that I've been able to create. And I have tried messing around with a bunch of different ideas on how to create a consolidation indicator, a chop zone indicator. But I created this one, and it seems to work well. I've been using it for years. And it only works on the 5 minute. This is the best time frame I have found for it to work, the 5 minute. And the reason why, it's because of the signal to noise ratio that you have in the 5 minute versus other time frames. All right, so there you see it, guys. It's going in a consolidation. You can see it right there. It's already in there. Definitely has a little bit of a downward bias right now based on my no lag indicator that I've got right here. But it's going to go sideways. Watch. It's going to go up and down and go sideways like a little bitch, just for a little bit, until it gets out of that zone and decides which way it's going to go. Hey guys, if you don't mind, please share what country you're from in the comment box. I'd love to know where you guys are tuning in from. Also, if you like what you're seeing, and if you like this type of systematic algorithmic trading, please do like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet done so you can get a reminder of when I come live again and not miss a trading session. I would very much appreciate that, guys. And if you know any friends that trade who you feel would benefit from this approach, by all means, share the link to the channel so they can tune in and watch as well. As I said yesterday, guys, I'm just giving you a sneak peek inside my world of how I trade and how I've been trading for years, which is a lot different than many of the other choices that I know you have online with different traders, different systems, different approaches. I like to take a more systematic approach based on science, based on tested algorithms, based on stuff that I know has worked historically and has worked now, and rather than leaving it up to my emotions to dictate which direction I feel the market is going to go. I don't like to go based on what I feel. I like to go based on what I know works. So it's a lot different. You know, I'm not jumping on every trade that looks good. You know, I tend to side a lot on the side of caution. So I'm very cautious in the way I trade, because obviously, you know, when you're trading live, you've got live money, and you don't want to make a mistake. So I've taken every measure to try to make sure that you know, I take trades that I have a high level of confidence in. So, and in the mornings, you know, when I open up my platform early in the morning, you know, that's, you know, I take the vast majority of my trades then, and I'll either, I'll come here, I'll either choose one of these strategies right here, and whichever I choose, that's the one I'm going to stick with. And so I can choose any one of these, A, B, C, or D, or come to my AI-driven strategies here, and these are, all three of these are brand new strategies that are AI-powered. Boom, right there, look, you just got the signal right there. These are going to be fizzling out pretty soon. Wow, very nice signal, 1:15 p.m. Yeah, that was a scratch right there. And I just got a signal right there too to end that trade. Look at this filter here. Wow, took you right there, got you out there. Now it might be going down. And the reason I've got these filters, the low, on the subgraph, guys, is that some of these filters are not correlated with the strategy. This one here represents the strategy itself. These two don't. So, you know, when I see a filter like this, and it's going up, 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 and I get a short signal right here, and I know there hasn't been a crossing in the filter, I know not to take that signal right there. You know, the way the amplitude is designed in this is completely different than the way the amplitude is designed in this. These are not correlated together at all. And I've purposely done that to avoid bad signals, just like that. You see that? Right there. All right, so here we go. Poof. And that's going up. And again, guys, we are still in that consolidation zone right there. Okay. They say that trading is a very lonely sport. A lot of guys at home by themselves in their room with their laptop trading right now with no one around them. And I know it does get boring if you don't have anyone else there, like a team I've got my wife on the other side of the trade desk. She does the options desk. And so we communicate. It's nice. But yeah, it is a lonely sport. So it's always nice to have other people watching. So right now what you guys are looking at is we are here at the 5-minute chart, looking at the NASDAQ really just oscillate around, just chop the point of control. The point of control is identified by this yellow horizontal line right there, and that represents the point of where the vast majority of volume has been traded at, right there. You see that? What this graph essentially is it's a aggregate of different volume zones of where the market has traded. So the redder it is, this is where you've had a lot of volume in contracts traded right there. And this has been sort of like the average here the most. But then when you get down towards thinner zones, like right here and here, you've got very little volume. So these are very little volume zones, and whenever price seems to gravitate towards these areas where there's very little volume, invariably what happens is you get an about face and the market just goes boom, it slinkies back to where there's more volume, right? And so that's what you're seeing right now. You're just seeing consolidation, just moving sideways. I like to call it chop zone, but you can call it whatever you want. So there you are, that upside just lost its fizzle right there. Boom. Right there. Wow, look at this. Just sideways chop, guys. Amazing. This dashed line here represents the flow of capital. I don't know if you guys can see it well. And this white line captures phase shifts in the market. Complete consolidation zone right now. Yeah, right? Yeah, I'd like to hit the NASDAQ in the head too and send it all the way down to zero. I'll just leave this screen up just for a little bit, for a few more minutes, only for you guys to analyze and absorb and see what's going on. Okay, it's important. There's a lot of data. Just go ahead and look at this carefully. Okay. Yeah, well, it's really not going to move right now because it's lunchtime and everybody's out having a huge porterhouse steak and celebrating their big win this morning right here. It's a nice 42 degrees outside here in New York City. Just remember, guys, when you're looking at this right now, remember a couple of things, okay? This white, this is called the EUO line. This is just my way of identifying the indicator. Whenever it goes above this threshold here, the market goes into a trend mode, just the way it did right there. You see that? Market goes into trend mode right there. Very accurate at capturing that. This also captures the longer cycle swings in the market right there. Look at that. Perfectly caught the upside. These two indicators, these two filters here are completely different. I'm testing this one right now. It has proven to be very robust, but it captures shorter cycle swings in the market. The same with this one right here, okay? These two are for shorter cycle swings in the market. And this one here captures the longer swings, and so does this combination of filters I've got right there, right now. Yes, absolutely. What Lee just pointed out is golden. That is exactly what happens right there. You always get a price head fake. And it's a trap. A lot of traders fall for that, guys, and then they end up puking and losing a lot of money. Yeah, what he said is absolutely spot on. Which is why you got to be very careful when you're in these areas of consolidation. I call them chop zone because, yeah, you will lose a lot of money. You will be in pain. So an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And as we all know, trading is waiting. We just wait for the right signal when you're out of the consolidation area. So it looks like it's pushing out of consolidation, guys, right now. Let me just go back to that 5 minute. It looks like it's almost out of that zone. I've got another chart that actually shows me the detail around this right here. It's also a 5 minute chart right above me. I can't display it because I don't have any room for it here. But that actually shows me when it's actually getting in and out of consolidation. So yeah, looks like it will move to the downside right there. And boom. There you go. But I am going to wait for this thing to actually turn red. And completely get out of that zone. Let's see. Ah, it just turned red. Where am I at? Right there. There you go. Boom. So you got 1 more minute in this bar. And all right, somebody asked me earlier about using the 1 minute chart to actually time your trades to go in. If you guys are looking at the 1 minute, I don't know what you guys have set up. Yeah, but right now the 1 minute right there. Yeah, there we go.
Trade.
All right, I'm taking a 1 contract short on this. I think somebody else in the room was short at 280, so congratulations on that. You know, I know you're up about 20 points, so it's a good choice to go short on that. It's always refreshing to see when someone makes money. That's fantastic. I love that. Please post your winner on the Discord group. That'll encourage other traders to learn from what you're doing as well. And it's always nice to see winners. Yeah, right. It's like when you go short, all of a sudden it just like goes up. That's the way the NASDAQ does it sometimes, you know. I've seen it run back up to the point of control, and then everybody's like, "Oh man, what just happened?" So I took that signal for various reasons. One of the reasons I took it is because this filter told me that, hey, yeah, you know, this thing's like done with the upside right there. Yeah. I saw this here too going down, and I'm like, okay, this is good for a cycle swing to the downside. Came out of consolidation, going down. So now it's time to be patient, guys. That's it. Just let the trade play out. I hope you're still short on that position you took at 280. This is known as an alligator mouth right here, guys. And generally, when you have 2 points of control, one here, it doesn't happen always, but I've seen it happen many times where price will just drift and come all the way and just fall all the way down to this point of control. I've seen that happen many times when you've got this alligator mouth setup. Does not mean it's going to happen today, but I've seen it in the past. So it'll be interesting to see if price actually falls to this level right here. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go grab a quick cup of coffee, and I'll be right back within 5 minutes. Thanks. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Keep an eye on this white line right here. It's right there at the threshold. This breaks below it, it could very well go into another nosedive. All right, I'm up like a couple $100 on this trade. And really nice trace of the blue and white, blue and red right there going down. Good. Super Satvic, you're making good money, man. Congratulations on your trade. You took that at 280, now it's down at 240. You're up like 40 points, man. I love that. Congratulations. That's awesome. I just really love it when other people make money. Hey, good morning, Angelo. Welcome back, man. Doing fantastic. I'm short one contract of the NASDAQ 100 right now. And we're watching to see how this plays out. Let's look at the 5-minute, see what's happening there. Well, there we go. Right there. I went short on this about maybe, let me look at my order book here. I went short on this maybe about like 5 minutes ago, give or take. So I haven't been short very long. It's only one contract. See here, copy that window. Just bouncing around, man. That's all it's doing. It's just bouncing around. There you go. Gotta let that play out a little bit. Alrighty, we just got another bar. Got a short signal here. Surprise, I didn't get the short signal here. Let's see. It's the cross, so it's waiting for one more bar to cross to the downside on that. Yeah, it's the cross plus one bar. Yeah, these cyclic market guys, like right here, for example, we just got a crossing. This very well may go up. So I'm going to get the heck out of this short until I know it's for sure going to go down.
Trade.
All right. I got out with $20 on that trade. That's it. But I do not trust this market at all right now. I get a cross right here at my zero lag. This thing starts going up. It's like, hell no. I'm playing it safe today. So I'm out of that trade. I made $20, whatever. But I got out because, boom, I saw this here. And I'm like, nah, this thing could easily go right back to the point of control and flip me upside down. It's 1:46 in the afternoon. Everybody's out to lunch. I'd rather just give it a bar or two more and confirm directional bias, and I could still take that short. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, that's just me right now. I'm out of that short. I'll re-enter shortly. Once I know that this will move in the direction that I want it to. I just don't want it to go sideways and bounce around, and it's just looking like it's doing that right now. So I'm going to just give it a little bit more. Before I take that short again. So if you're looking to take a short, guys, just be patient right now. Just be very, very, very patient right now. The point of control that was here vanished. If you remember, just like 5 minutes ago, there was a point of control right here. Kind of was forming an alligator mouth. And I had said that sometimes it just tends to gravitate towards this point of control. You've got a lot of volume right here. Absolutely. Whole bunch of volume right there. And it could very well just go there. Okay. There. It's finally moving. And I'll take a 2 contract. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Chris. And right now I'm looking at my 1 minute chart. Hold on just a minute. Yeah, I'm looking at my polycycle here. Boom, it's kind of like right there at the tip. So I'm like, oh man, this may already be just a little fizzle to the downside. Then it's going to go up and maybe down. No, this is why I'm being so precautious right now and wanting to take this short trade, guys. Yeah, it is moving a little bit to the upside on my 1 minute. If you guys are interested in looking at that 1 minute that I have, I'll create a workspace for you, but I need you guys to let me know in the chat box if you guys want to see that, so you can see a little bit more granularity in what I'm looking at right there. Okay? If you guys say you want to see it, I'll go ahead and put it right here for tomorrow's session. All right? If you guys feel that it'll add value to what you're doing, to see the same thing I'm doing, I'm looking at. Wow. Okay. This has been a great strategy today. It's been dead on with every trade it has taken. Oh, you got phase shift right there. Wow. Yep, it's doing exactly what I thought it would. Look, right there. It's going to move right to the point of control. And that's why I was hesitant and I stopped. You know, when I took that trade off with a $20 scratch profit, you know, I knew that this sucker was going to revert right back to the point of control when I saw this thing cross right here. And I'm like, you know, you got to be very, very careful right now because you're in a cyclic market. And these little cycle turns right here will just put you upside down if you took the trade at the wrong price. And also aided by the 1 minute that I've got right here, it put a pause to what I was doing, guys. And it was the right decision to do that. Look, it just went into consolidation again right there. Bam. You see that? Sometimes it's better to just stop, do an about face, get out, and then enter the trade once you have good confirmation bias as to what it is you're doing. I didn't take the trade up here, so I didn't have a good margin of safety. If I took the trade here and this oscillates and goes back, I can easily be down, $1,200–$1,500 real easy in between the time it actually goes in the direction that it's meant to go. This is a late trade right there. The trade should have been taken right there with a signal where you could have had more of a margin of safety going down in case this bar reverses on you, let's say 30–35 points. You're not hurting because you took the trade right when the signal gave you the trade. I hesitated to take that signal because it was during that time we were in consolidation mode, I think somewhere right here. And I said, no, I'm not going to take the signal in consolidation mode. And then it started to drift down at that point. And I got in a little too late on that trade. So for that reason, I got out, and I'm just going to let it shake out till it actually goes in the direction that it should go before jumping back in. And here we are again. Oh. Let's look at those range bars. Look, we got support right here at the 229 level. Pow. Right there. And whatever it was that was going down, it ended. It's over. Okay. In markets like these, guys, you need to be very careful in the positions you take. And if you feel you're wrong, just hit the eject button, blow out. There's no sense in losing money, right? Wow. Very nice. Okay, we've got less than a minute for bar change. We just got a new bar. Let's quickly check and see what's going on. Any new signals? Nothing new on this. Everything's just going absolutely sideways right here. Geez, guys, this is going to go sideways again right there. Look, it's in that consolidation area. Kind of a frustrating, it's always frustrating when it goes into consolidation, but that's what the market does, you know? I want my zero lag indicator to actually cross. That's what I'm waiting for, in case you are wondering. I'm waiting to see this zero lag in the 5 minute take a cross. So it can actually roll over and go the other way. Take a quick peek at the range bars here. Wow, you've got support right here, guys, at 229. Boom. That just ended there. Very good support at 229. If it goes below that, there's a very good chance this thing will just come down. But for now, yeah, you're in consolidation mode for sure. All right, did it cross? It's just about to cross. You know what? I'll take that trade. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Again, I'm looking at my 1 minute chart, and I'm like, okay, just waiting. Ah, you're right here, finally. There's a good chance this is going to come all the way down right here. From here, all the way here. Very, very, very good probability that'll happen. Okay, guys, I'm going to take that short in just a moment.
Trade.
All right, I took a 2 contract short on that. All right, very nice. Finally, we get some movement in this. Dang it. And wow, that I got to show you guys. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this, guys. Boom, right there. I just took this not even 5 minutes ago. And there it is, just ripping to the downside. Just selling off again. Okay, not bad. All right, well, you guys can see I'm short 2 contracts here on the NASDAQ. 100. I'll just put this to the side there a little bit. I just took this less than 5 minutes ago, and I'm already up like $1,800, $1,800, which is not bad. I just took a little bit more time to take that trade, because I wanted to see the setup in the 5 minute and the 1 minute to confirm the directional bias, because it was so dang close to the point of control, and it actually gravitated back to the point of control a couple of times that, you know, I wanted to make sure that this thing was, if it was going to go short, that it would run to the short side, and boom, there you go, guys, right there. That's what you're looking at. All right, let me just get this out of my screen because it becomes really messy. Yeah, Delmonico's, no, I think they're open again for lunch. You just have to wear a mask, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been down there, but I know from my time on Wall Street, that's where all the traders used to go. But I haven't been down there to that area, and gosh, it's been months already, just because of the pandemic and whatever. But yeah, that's the place where all these guys used to go for lunch. You know, right after making a big killing in the market, that's where you're going to find a lot of guys who manage some of these big funds. So, yeah, you know what? I may actually go down there this weekend and see. But last I remember, I believe they were open, but they had, you have to show your COVID card to get in there. You have to wear a mask. I'll tell you guys something right now. New York City is not a very friendly place if you're not vaccinated. The NYPD was actually going around to different establishments, different restaurants just a few days ago, asking the patrons for their vaccination cards, and then issuing warnings that if you don't have a vaccination card, you cannot patronize with the establishment, and those who refused to get up and go were being led out in handcuffs. And so this is real. This is happening here in New York City. So it's not a real friendly place to come if you're not fully vetted, vaccinated, whatever. They're really coming down hard on people. It's unbelievable. I've actually been contemplating the idea. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're closed. Really, there's a lot of places that are closed. I mean, New York City feels like a ghost town. I've been contemplating Texas. I've got elderly parents who live in Texas, and with the way things are going here in New York City, I've been contemplating a move to Texas. What do you guys think about Texas? Do you guys think that would be a good idea? And I'll actually be going down there in a few weeks, just for a weekend trip, for a wellness visit to go check up on them. But I hear a lot of good things about Texas. What do you guys think of Texas? I've got a lot of friends in California that I would love to go back and for that reason live there, but I just don't like the time zone in California. Pacific Standard Time. You gotta rise really early in the morning, to set up and get ready and do all the things you need to do to trade. It's nice that you're done by 1:30 in the afternoon, Pacific time, when it's 4:30 here, New York time. So that's a nice perk to have. But I kind of figured Texas was sort of like a halfway point, right? It's only an hour behind New York, so it's not too bad. And I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I'm not fully convinced that that I could adapt to Texas lifestyle. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go down there and spend some time and have a good look. But that's something that's in the short horizon. I will be going down there. Oh, absolutely. Dubai is something that is front and center right now in my consideration of places to move. It was originally three. It was originally three places, and they're still on my list. But I'm having doubts about two of the places. It was Dubai, it was Monte Carlo, or it was Hungary. Hungary because they've got spectacular architecture there. Their time zone works perfectly with the trading hours, where when it's 4:30 out there, it's 9:30 New York time, so it works really well. But then I started to see everything that's happening in the Eurozone right now with all these lockdowns, especially the stuff that's coming out of Austria, and that really caused me to have a change of heart about being in the Eurozone, especially in Hungary, and then having the Ukraine next door with Russia intending to invade it. So there's a lot of instability in that region right now, and for that reason, I'm getting cold feet about Hungary. Dubai still seems very attractive, provided I can buy a place out there and have an official residence. Monte Carlo seems very interesting too, but it seems more of a real transient environment where people are always coming and going rather than actually staying there. So Dubai is still right at the top of my list. Texas, here in the U.S., is something I'll just consider for reasons that you guys know. I mean, it's getting really crazy up here in New York with everything that's going on. Wow, guys, this trade is actually working out pretty damn well. Let me just make a copy of this little window here, and I'll just paste it just for kicks. Okay, the paste is here. Here we go. That's that trade I took just like 5 minutes ago. So here we go. I had said that this could go all the way down here, where you see my mouse. Very probable. We'll see what happens right now. And but yeah, this is it. I'll keep updating it as it continues going south. Be nice if it went all the way down here. That would make my day. Okay. So I'll watch this again. I'll post it again shortly. Yeah, I've got a sister who actually lives in Florida who would love to have me nearby, but I just don't know if I could, I don't know. There's something about Florida that it's sort of a love-hate relationship. There's a lot of great things I love about it, but there's a lot of things I don't like about the state. So I'm kind of in a flux about that. But yeah, in the next few months, I am considering relocating somewhere, and so I'm looking at options right now. All right, guys, this trade has actually worked out really, really super nice. As I said before, I'm expecting this to just come all this way down to the bottom right here, and we will see if I'm right on that. Yeah, I wonder if the other guy who was on this group earlier, let me see what his name is here right now. I know he had taken a trade. Yeah, Super Svatnik. Super Svatnik, are you still short on that trade? I know he took a trade at 280. So if you are short, I know you're making money hand over fist right now. You know what? Let me check the standard deviation move on this real quick. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we go. Right there. I actually have to turn it on, turn on my pointer so I can actually see some detail here. All right. It wasn't as aggressive as I thought. This is 2.70 standard deviations to the downside right there in that move. Boom. Okay. And let's check our range bars. Very nice. Look at that. All right, guys, we've got about 10 more minutes for bar change on this. Oh, was he? Yeah, if he's making money today, I'll be super happy for him. Super happy. It's always really nice to know when people are actually making money, especially in a NASDAQ 100. He's another attendee who's who took a short at 280 on the NASDAQ just maybe about a half hour or more ago. So I'm hoping he's still short, because if he is still short, he's making a ton of money. He's probably up over 100 points if he took that, if he's still in the trade at 280. I hope he is. I don't think he's tuned in right now, but if he is, I hope he weighs in on whether he's still. All right, guys, this trade is going really good. I'm up already. Goodness gracious. Let me just post this for kicks. Here you go. All right, not bad for a small 2-contract position on this. Just get this out of the way. I appreciate you guys tuning in very much. I know you got a lot of options out there with people live streaming their trading platforms, but if you like what you see, it's greatly appreciated if you hit the like button and subscribe, so you'll know exactly when I come back live tomorrow. And also feel free to share with your friends the link to the channel if you feel that they would benefit from this style of trading that's more systematic and than the discretionary approach that most people use. I'm just going to let the strategy take me out on this one and chillax. I really sincerely hope that you guys who are tuning in have actually made money today, whether it's been long, short, whatever, trading the NASDAQ. And if you have, we'd love to see your results. Just post them right there on the Daily Winners channel. That always helps encourage interaction in the group, and maybe some of the new traders who are in the group can learn from you and pick your brain. I know there's a lot of guys who have been watching who are very knowledgeable at what they do. They're probably even way better than I am at their game, and these guys are very smart. But we also have some traders in the group that are also new and are trying to hone their skill and learn different things. So your contribution to the group in whatever manner you feel is necessary is very much appreciated, because some of the newer traders will learn and pick your brain and ask you things that will hopefully set them on the right path and cut the learning curve time as well. I'm curious to know, Sal, if you're there, if you're still tuned in, is Scott Pulcini, has he made any money in this market today? I'm very curious to know that. Yeah, last I got an email from him, he was actually taking on accounts to trade live discretionarily for other people. I have no idea how he's pulling that one off. He may have gotten his license, his Series 3, 63, 65, or whatever he needs to. I think he only needs his 63 and 65 to do that. But it struck me as strange that he was actually offering to trade people's money live on his platform. That's an enormous amount of risk, given the given his style of trading, right? Hey, if it's working out for him, man, I wish him all the best. I really do. But I was just curious to know whether or not he was doing well today in these crazy, crazy choppy markets that we're in. You know, that's a very interesting observation. What you just mentioned, a change in methodology. Yes, and the reason he's adapting his style of trading, his methodology to other things is because he's coming to find out that there are other tools out there that he can use to improve his ability to trade. But the problem with that is that every time he implements a different tool or technique or whatever, he completely deviates from his core strategy, from what made him good at the very start, and he starts relying a lot on these third-party tools that may or may not be robust. I don't know. I don't use any of the stuff he he currently uses on his platform. I just don't see any value in it at all. For example, there's this line. There's this little line chart graph that he uses over the price line. They kind of look like Fibonacci's, but they're not. I think this lady makes them. I can't remember what they're called, but I know they're support and resistance zones, and they're colored. Every line is colored a little bit different. There's a lot of people that swear by those things and absolutely love them. I've got something a lot more basic and way more robust within these three lines right here. There you go. Ludwig levels. I even have a hard time pronouncing that. Ludwig, whatever the heck they're called. Something Ludwig levels. There you go. Those things right there. And hey, there's people that actually use them very successfully. I looked into them and I could not make heads or tails of them. And maybe it's because I prefer simple. And to me, simple is something like 1, 2, 3 lines right here that I know I programmed, and I know exactly what's under the hood, and I know exactly how it works, and I know them to be highly accurate as well. So, Ludwig levels, whatever they're called, may work for some people, but I prefer simple. This is more of my style right here. But again, I wish him well, and I hope he's, I hope everybody in his group over there is actually making money. If not, they can all come over here, right? Okay, guys, I'm up a little bit over, let's see here, over $3,000 on this crazy trade right here. 2 contracts. And I'll just come back to that. take a look at those range bars right now. Wow, look at that. Boom, caught that trade perfectly right there. Had a little bit of noise right there. And we just got new bars on all these as well. Nice. Had a short right there. Wow, you finally got a loser on this thing. Right there. Interesting. Interesting. This might need a little bit of work. I'll work on this tonight. But for now, oh, let's see what happened here. Okay, guys, remember, this took the trade at 5:15 in the morning. 5:15 in the morning, okay? Now, I'm not up at that time trading anything. But it shows directional bias in the market. This is a theme I've been sharing with you guys all week. The way this algorithm is designed, it's this one right here in particular, it's designed to track the relationship between predicted volatility and price, okay? And so it caught that relationship really early here in the morning at 2:15 and took that first trade there, and since then it's been short, okay, all day. So I'm really interested to see where this is going to take the trade out between now and the market close at 16:15. Last time it did something like this, there was a 389 point move, which was enormous. You could have just been short the entire day and made money, right? So this is one measure of directional bias that I use, and it's highly accurate from the time I've been using this. So let's see where it ends off at the end of the day, and I'm sure I'll probably post something on the group concerning this. Overnight volume did not exceed its threshold last night either, which was interesting. Okay, let's see. We're right here. I'm going to let the signal take me out on this one today. Unless this hits the line right here. And that's, to me, the end of the trade. Now, I don't trade the 1,000 ticks. I have traded the 1,000 ticks in the past on Thinkorswim, but this was many years ago. But I haven't traded the 1,000 tick chart in a long time. So I'm short 2 contracts on this, guys, and I'm just waiting to see one of 2 things. A, either I get the signal to get out, then I'll exit the trade, or I see price hit this bottom support and exit the trade at that point. Whichever comes first. Just curious to know if any of you guys are short on this position. Yes, that is on the 1 minute chart. That VWAP and those standard deviations and just a bunch of other stuff. I will most likely, if I'm able to work on it today, I'll post that 1 minute chart as a workspace here tomorrow. So you guys can see a little bit more granularity in what I'm looking at when I take my trades. But I find my cycle detection my cycle tracker here. I find this to be a lot more robust than VWAP. Way eons better than VWAP. But there's plenty of people that follow VWAP and take signals off of that. There's a lot of people that do that. I mean, I've got it on my 1 minute, so I'm one of those people. All right, so I'm just waiting right now on this short I've got on right now. Either this bad boy gets a signal, takes me out, or it goes all the way down over here, which would be the best case scenario, right? and if it goes all the way down here, I hope that some of you guys who have been short on this will be very happy, as I would. Yes, absolutely. Around the VWAP, there's always some type of price reaction all the time. Yes, completely agree. And that's because there's so many people using it. It's one of the most widely used studies, I think. Okay. You see where we're at in terms of standard deviation moves. Yeah, we're at 0.3 something right there. Not a lot of movement right now. Okay, this is setting up really good right here, guys. Look, Whenever you see a crossing right here of this blue and red line, especially to the downside, this is going to go down. Right here. So I'm going to watch this for like 2 minutes, just simply because it's 2:42 and we get bar change in 3 minutes. Yeah, try to go back up to the point of control. That's what's happening. Look, right there. You see, a little while ago, you had a big red bar right here, and now it turned into the point of control. Maybe like 30, 40 minutes ago, there was nothing but a red bar. It was originally yellow, then it turned red, now it turned yellow again, and the price went right back right here. Look at that. Pretty amazing to see how that happens right there. And boom, right there. Can't get better than that. Okay. Yep. All right, we've got about 30 seconds for bar change. This trade's about to fizzle. Ah, what happened to my pointer? Right there, guys. Look. It's been coming down all that way. Boom. It's about to fizzle. Dang, finally got me that short signal there. But wow, look at this. Boom. I love this indicator. I really, really do love it. I haven't given it a name, but I'll come up with something. It is really, really a good indicator in these long trends right here. Look, let me just blow this up so you can see. Got the downward move perfectly right there. It's like dead on. Zero lag at all. And it caught the upward move just as nice right there. You see the crossing? Pow. Excellent. Dead on as well. And I may have caught this one too right there. Boom. Dead on too. You see that? Excellent, excellent, excellent indicator right there. So you got a short, short, you got another short here. This one's about to go short very soon. And this has been going down right there too. What's going on in the range bars? Still a lot of noise right there. And the 5-minute. Wow, look at that. All right, guys, what we're looking at right now is the, I'm just waiting to see where the exit is going to fire off when it does here. Or this bar reaches this bottom threshold here and I exit the trade. Either or. Let's take a look at my standard deviation indicator. It's not even down one standard deviation right now. You can see right here. Wow, this has been dead accurate too right here. Dot, 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 dot. How? The end. This bad boy is actually very close to that consolidation area. It's almost like a repeat of what happened yesterday afternoon. If you remember, I was in that trade and I took I was up $1,700 and I said, all right, you know what? It's too close to consolidation. I took the trade and boom, it just went down after that. It was going up. Then the market just completely cratered yesterday afternoon. This is when you know you have to be very patient, guys. If you're in a trade, you either follow your process, or you just don't get into the trade, We all want this to move fast, right? All the way down, quick. Well, yeah, get me out of the trade. Yeah, everybody has that. You start feeling angsty. You start feeling this anxiety come over you because you're watching this, just kind of go up and down. Your P&L's going up and down, and you're starting to get angsty about what you want to do. But and also because it's close to 3 in the afternoon, it's you got a good profit. You're like, oh, let's take this off the table. It's a good day, but you have to sometimes just be a little patient. Patience is key, guys. I remember Warren Buffett once said, the market is a mechanism whereby it transfers money from the impatient to the patient. So that's one thing. If you get angsty, guys, and restless in your trades, you got to work on being a little bit more patient and having confidence in your system and what it is you're doing. Yes, I'd love to take this trade off and make $2,000, but hey, it is what it is. I'll make what I make, and that's it. That's just the way I look at it nowadays. So I'm happy to report that my son, who's 16, is feeling a lot better than he was yesterday. Came home from school yesterday. I got a letter from the school saying that 36 kids were infected with COVID, and my kid was feeling a little bit under the weather. So, we pilled him up, took care of him, and today he's feeling a lot better. Thank God. Thank God. I'm really relieved that he's feeling a lot better today. Yeah. All right, we've got about 7 minutes, give or take, before we get the next bar, and this is the 3 o'clock hour, guys. Most traders are back at their desk from having lunch. And the market's down only 20 points. All right, this is going to go back into that consolidation area. Again, same thing it did yesterday. Right there. Look at that. Boom. Look at this. Interesting. My least lag filter right there is crossing. Beautiful. I'm going to wait to see what happens with that. Yes, we've been doing our best as parents to try to take care of him, despite the circumstance. But it's always scary when your kid walks in and says, "Hey, I'm not feeling good." Ugh, you get that sinking feeling like, "Oh my goodness, what happened?" But thank goodness he's feeling better. All right, we're in consolidation again, right here with this. And the reason I put this up, guys, is in case you're contemplating taking a trade, don't do it right now, because you're in chop zone. The trade I've been in for, I don't know, maybe a half hour or so. Okay, guys, we got 3 more minutes. Good. It finally crossed right there. Still, that doesn't mean anything. It's going sideways. Ah. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like sideways markets. My filter here hasn't crossed to officially signal that this is over. So, we just got a new bar right now. Very nice. It didn't cross. It actually went sideways. Terrific. See my range bars here. This is doing casita. Little phenomenon that I coined. Right there. Haha, look at that. End of that upside right there. This bitch is coming down. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. Let's go. Down. All right. Finally, right? So you gotta have a little patience sometimes. Okay. Good. I think that number right there says 145, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, look at that. Nice. It's got to hit 163 before it actually creates a new bar. Let me see here. No signal yet, guys. Remember, I said either the signal takes me out or this thing hits the bottom right here. Whichever comes first. Take a look at those range bars. I'll put them back up. I hit 163. You got a new bar. Bless you. How's the options desk, Marcy?
Doing great. Despite not having another signal, this morning as I got here, I got one signal. Let me see, where was that? Let me show here on my side. I got a signal on the GS to go long.
GS, okay.
Yes, but it's not a long yet.
It's not long yet, okay.
Yeah, the studies are not coinciding yet with the strategy, so I'm waiting on that.
Okay.
And I have another signal here on BABA from a few days ago on the short side.
BABA, okay.
And it's not a day yet. I'm waiting for one study to align it. I have two going well, but the last study, I'm still waiting on it, so I'm not a short yet. And that's pretty much it.
Wow.
You know, that is about the beauty of options. You have a few days to really analyzing your strategies and make sure the ones you get in are the ones
the good ones.
You'll
Yeah.
be winners.
Yeah, well, you've been very patient at trading options. That's why you're so good at what you do. Hang on a second. I got to see where I'm at on this. All right, we got 10 more minutes on this bar. Wow, this thing just turned and went sideways. It didn't even go up to indicate that there was a change in direction whatsoever. Interesting. All right, guys, this is in that consolidation zone again, right here. Look, boom. Okay. If it goes down, it's got, I don't think it's got a lot of downside left to go. And it's right there, going sideways. You know, this thing's going down right there. It's probably going to go sideways just a little more. A lot of sideways action right now. And I'm still up like over 2 grand. I'm getting tempted to take this trade off, just simply to take risk off the table. But we'll see right now. I'm going to give it to one more bar, 315, and see what happens. Oh, finally. Jeez. It did an about face. Good, good, good. You guys think it'll come down to about 125? Right there, 125. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. 125. You guys think it'll hit that? Just go back here. Okay. we've got about 7 more minutes, and we get a new bar on this. And if it's still in consolidation, just going sideways, I'm just going to take profits, guys. Just simply because it's very close to my 3:30 exit time. And so we'll see right now. $125. Do you guys think it'll hit 125? No, I don't see it going up to 235. Not at least right now. All right, we've got about 5 minutes left to go, and we'll see where this bar takes us on the 15-minute. Look at that. Right back into consolidation zone. Exactly what it's been doing all afternoon. It's kind of irritating. I do not like being in consolidation mode, although this is down right here. Look at that. Moving averages have lags in them. I do not use moving averages at all, just simply because there's a lot of lag. And especially if you're using a 15-minute chart or even a 5-minute chart, there is still lag in moving averages. Normally the lag is several bars, and by the time you recognize that there's a trade or something, it's too late. If you're going to use a moving average, use a Hull moving average. Yeah, we've got no movement on this. Consolidation. Don't you love it, guys? I hate it. Don't like consolidation. All right. I'm up a little bit over $2,000 on this trade, and I am going to go ahead and take profits on it, simply because I know I'm in consolidation zone. I hate being in consolidation zone, but you know what? Let me just wait another 3 minutes for the next bar. Okay, 2 more minutes. Ouch. Ouch. Stop it, you little bitch. Oh my goodness, look at that. Ah. Okay. The last filter accounts for momentum, volatility, and and it smooths out the filter to remove any spectral dilation it may have. Oh, crap. Shit. Exactly what happened yesterday afternoon. Ha ha ha. All right, come on. Give me that one last bar. I've got a few seconds to go. And boom. Yep, got the buy signal right there. And you know what? I'm not going to hesitate.
Trade.
Done. Out of there. Right there. And I do not mind same thing that happened yesterday afternoon, man. Same exact thing that happened yesterday afternoon. All right, so that's all I made. It is what it is, guys. One of my rules is I do not set expectations with regards to profit at all. I try to focus on the process, not the outcomes. You know, if I'm glued to taking price all the time, then I'm in and out of trades when I'm not supposed to be. So for that reason, I don't focus on outcomes. I focus on the process, and I don't set expectations with regards to profit. So I made what I made. I was up like $3,000. It wasn't $3,000. It was less than that, but it is what it is, right? And now look, it just reversed. How cute. You gotta love the NASDAQ, right? That's probably like another $500 right there. All right, guys. You know, listen, if you're not having fun trading and if you can't laugh at the things that happen, you shouldn't be trading the NASDAQ. But there it goes. Look at that. All right. My range charts, yeah, this did an about face right there. I don't know if I answered the question about the LASS filter. That filter is based off of momentum, volatility, and it filters out the spectral dilation in the data structure, and a couple other things that I've got programmed in there that make it highly efficient at detecting reversals. This filter here, this filter right here, this LASS, and this one right here are extraordinarily good. If you notice right here, caught the exit right there to that little upside and took you all the way down, and boom, caught that exit right there to the downside too. Caught the exit to the upside right there. Perfect exit. And to your downside there. I should have exited the trade right there and done. And then this has just been sideways. ever since. Okay. Fun stuff, right? Hey guys, if you know of any friends that also trade that you think would enjoy, watching an algorithmic system in place as I place my trades, feel free to share the channel with them. And like and subscribe to the channel as well, because that's the only way you'll find out when I come live. Tomorrow, I'm gonna polish up my 1 minute chart, and I'll be showing it to you guys in a completely different workspace, so you guys can see a little bit more granularity when I exit my trades. Okay? Wow, this is still in that consolidation zone right here. Look at that. It has not moved out of that area. It's just been going up and down, sideways. Ugh. I do not like this type of trading. I've said it before. And you can tell right here, look, when it came out of consolidation, it just tanked. Came all the way down. Very nice trade. Same thing with this right here. Went up. But when it starts going sideways like this, and I've got another chart that shows where exactly it is in the price spectrum, it's not to play with. It's not to hold on to the position and see what happens. It's better to just excuse me, exit if you've got a profit, secure your profits, and take the next trade. I just don't like trading in this zone right here. This is chop zone to me. Nikki, can you grab me some water, please? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's something, it's going to happen right before the market close. But those zigzags in the market, this just up and down, it makes you want to vomit. I do not want to be caught in this pattern right here at all. No, thank you. You know, I took my profit for what it was, you know, and that's it. I was hoping that this bad boy would come all the way down here, but I got the signal. That's it. Trade's over. Get out of the trade. On to something better, right? So I'll just put this here just so you guys could see a little bit more granularity. Right there. Look at that. Consolidation zone. Thanks, appreciate it. I've got my kid with me today. He's 16 years old. He stayed home from school because he wasn't feeling well, but now he's feeling a lot better, thank God. And he's also learning how to trade. He's getting really good at what he does. I don't have anyone to trade the ES, so he's trading the ES. Based off some of the strategies I created for the ES, and he likes it. He's doing all right. And he doesn't do it every day, but he does it whenever he's home from school. That's the deal. If you're going to stay home from school, or you get a holiday like Monday, Martin Luther King Day, it doesn't mean you stay on your computer all day playing games or on social media. You trade, right? Even though Monday was a half day, still, you get them used to it when they're young, and hopefully with their skill set at his age, he'll evolve and come up with better ideas to improve the system. Wow, pretty amazing. Look at this. Let's take a look at the range bars right here, guys. All right, it seems to be trending to the downside. Still did not hit that 145 mark right there. Look at that. It did not breach that level right there. It's still just bouncing around right there. So what do you guys think is going to happen between now and market close at 16.15? Do you guys think this thing's going to crater? Or do you think it's just going to continue sideways or go up maybe? What are your thoughts? Wow, you got a cross right there. Very nice. These two are still short, guys, right here. Still has a little bit more to go, but I'm done for the day already. I've already had a decent day in the morning, and I'm good to go for the day.
Trade.
Yep, I agree. I think it's going down. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, look at that. And guys, I got in again. I don't know if you Heard that. Maybe the mic glitched or something. There we go. Wow. Wow, okay. Very nice. All right, so I'm going to make up a little bit of what I didn't do a little while ago. And this thing hits this line, I'm out of there. Out of there. Hasta la vista. No, I hit the button again, just like a minute or two ago. Did you guys hear it? It says trade every time I go into the trade. So yeah, I'm short 2 contracts again. This is not the original short. I only made 800 bucks on the other one, but I got back in. Right now, when I started to see it push down on the range bars. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys heard it. Let's see what's going on that 5 minute. Ah, very nice. Look at that. Boom. Super nice. Okay, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. All right, come on, bad boy. Come all the way down here. Let's put that little P&L right there. I'll just put it right there. All right, come on. Almost down. And it's 3:30, my time to blow anyway. Okay. That is it for me right there, guys. Almost.
Trade.
Done. Out of there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the session today. I hope you guys made money in your own accounts. Thank you again for watching. Very much appreciate you. And tomorrow, we'll come back again. We'll make some cash. And it'll present new opportunities to us, guys. Every day is a new opportunity in the NASDAQ. Remember, focus on process, not outcomes. And do not set expectation with regards to profit. Those are two cardinal rules that I live by. And remember, no late trades, guys. You know, if you're late to the party, stay out, no puffs. That'll help you preserve your P&L. Thank you again for being part of the group. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy what you saw. And thank you for being a fantastic group of guys. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care and happy trading till the close.